We live at a place called The Brewery, which at one point was Pabst Blue Ribbon, but before that, it was the Edison Electric Company.
The building was built in 1902. It was designed by Thomas Edison, and it powered all of downtown LA.
This floor had all these crosswise tunnels for cable. If there were a fire to break out, it would be pretty much self-contained. That's where you get this really bizarre architecture.
When we saw the place for the first time, there was no electricity set up in the middle part where the tunnels are, and this hallway was 150 feet long.
Anyone over 6'2" might hit their head on an archway.
So we were walking around with our flashlights, and I was like, I don't want to live here, this is terrifying. It could very easily look like a warehouse.
Or a prison.
Or a prison. It wasn't until we came to the living room, which is the finale of the house, and we saw the windows that I was like, okay, I think I can do this.
If you were to turn away from the windows and look back, you would see our bedroom, which overlooks this space. It's sort of a master suite. So we have our bed area, we have a living room set up, and we have a, what do you call it?
I call it the Princess Nook.
Right.
It's got my jewelry, earrings, my hair supplies, all that kind of stuff. And something that I found on the street was this railing that came from a crib that I hung my necklaces on. You can see it has Ricardo sketched into it, so I stole it from Ricardo. Our biggest challenge creating this space was warming it up.
You take our bathroom, which we say is very prison-like, and hang a chandelier above the bathtub, light candles, turn off the overhead lights, put Mr. Bubble in the bathtub, bring champagne and play some jazz. All of a sudden, it's a very enchanting place to be.
One of my favorite moments is having friends over and showing them the carpet tunnel. Everyone who comes over just turns into a kid crawling through the carpet tunnel. They're like, this is so cool. It just completely transports you back to childhood, and it's always fun to see people get excited over that. It opens up into a hole that overlooks the living room.
The cats also think that that carpet tunnel is their apartment, so.
Yeah, that's true. We call it the cat apartment. As you make your way down the carpet tunnel, there's a nook on the right, a mezcal lounge. Inside we have candles and souvenirs from Mexico and Cuba and New Mexico, and of course mezcal. Only mezcal is in the mezcal lounge.
Yeah,
Can't drink anything else in there. And we've got the Speakeasy, which is transporting us back to the 1920s, my favorite era. So to sit in there and feel like I'm drinking bootleg whiskey is really fun.
Above the Speakeasy is a nook that we call the Rockin Nook, and you access it through a ladder. It's kind of a secret nook. And there we have a Moroccan tea set, which we use for mixed cocktails. We definitely associate like that speakeasy vibe with Edison and Edison bulbs. And speakeasies were places where people would drink, of course, because it was outlawed, but they had to speak softly, they had to speak quietly, and when you speak softly, it is more intimate.
What makes me most proud about having this space with Jason is that every creative decision was made together.